Hello and welcome. I am Only Juno and this is my crafty corner. This is my floss tube. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can see when I post my videos. I try to post 2 times a week, one floss tube, one stitch with me. Today is a little different. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. If you saw my last video, you'll know that I had already stated that today was also going to be a stitch with me. So this is Flosstube 37 and Stitch with Me. I don't know, I think it's Stitch with Me 37 too. I think I'm all caught up on all my past Stitch with Me's. So, yeah. So, as I stated on Sunday, I've only had 3 days to get any kind of stitching done. I feel like I've made good progress for the 3 days. I did not count up all my stitches like I normally do, but let's do a quick count here. 7, 8, 9, 10. About 1,400 maybe, give or take, somewhere around there. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and start with the floss tube with all my whips and stuff like that, and then I got a little bit of haul, well, one item, but actually technically I got 2 things for haul, but one is for making bags, but I'll get that later. I'm a little scatterbrained, of course. Seems to be fairly common nowadays. So let us go ahead and get into this. Like I said, this is floss tube number 37. It is February the 16th. It is Wednesday. It is almost 5 p.m. at night. I'm getting this done a little earlier than normal because I still gotta go grocery shopping. And that always takes almost 2 hours just to go pick up everything I need for 2 weeks. Alright, so first off, we're going to show my Blossom. It's called Story Keep Blossom from Hade. All the information of my patterns are going to be below, like where to get them from. I'm not good at remembering who created them. I just know it was charted by Hade. So this is where I'm at so far. On this one, I got 300 stitches in on it in the last 3 days. Well, last 2 days, because I didn't stitch on it at all today. I've only stitched on the one project during work today. So let me show you my progress. So I am here, basically just going in my little diagonal here, slowly coming together. I believe I am at 45% done. No, I am 50%, I'm 49.27% away from 50%, being done. So I am almost halfway. I'm like right there. Probably another square will put me at halfway mark. So this is coming along. I started this on New Year's Eve. It is stitched on 28 count, 1/1 10th stitch. I am really enjoying the 1/1 on 10th stitch. 1/1 10th stitch on 28 count. something that I would probably do again, like if I have extra 28 count to use, because I do not like doing full cross on 28 count. I do not. It's too for full coverage projects. Now, if they're not full coverage projects, then I'm good with it, because they're not. It's not all bunched together 100% of the time. So yeah. And then the second project I worked on is this one. It is an Etsy pattern, sampler pattern, Quaker pattern. I really love the design of it. I'm still up in the air about this. I've started it. I've got to do a little more on it before I 100% decide if I'm happy with it. I have been working 40 count 1/1 tent on it. Right now I'm running into an area where I'm off count somehow. I'm not quite sure how I'm off count. I'm trying to see if I can fix it, or if I can work it and you not be able to tell. But I'm not liking how, I'm not sure if I like how some of the tent stitches will lay. But we will see as it gets done. So, like I said, this is 1/1 tent on 40 count linen. So, what I think, I was working in this area here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue in here, this area, and see if I can build up to over here to see if I can figure out if my count is really off, or if I want to keep doing the 1/1 tent on the 40 count. I may need to go to a bigger, larger count. Or maybe figure out a different thread, because the DMC thread for me is just too thick to do 1/1. So maybe I'll look into a different type thread eventually for 40 count. But with this particular sampler, I'm not sure. I don't know. I've been like, I really enjoyed it when I first started working on it, when I was working on the other area. But now I'm getting into some of the areas that just have like single lines, and it's not looking as put together as I feel like it should. So I put 566 stitches in that on Sunday. I have not worked on it since then. I tried working on it yesterday, but like I said, it just didn't look right, so I frogged everything I did. I only did about 30 stitches, and then I like took them all right back out because I just didn't like the way it was setting. Okay, so the last project I've worked on has kind of pulled all my attention. You'll see why in just a minute. So that is my Gecko Rouge Rogue. I think it's called Rouge. This is called Dreamcatcher. I'm really enjoying this piece. I'm going to switch the screen because that is what, oh, yeah, I'll switch the screen and then switch it back. But this is what I'm working on. As you can see, I have hit part, the side part of the Dreamcatcher, and this is the ear. So I'm like super excited because I'm slowly getting it, like it's coming together. I'm getting out of the background. I'm actually getting into the picture portion of it. So that's really cool. So like I've been obsessively, like I've stitched 300 stitches yesterday, and I stitched 300 stitches on Monday. I've stitched 300 stitches so far today. So like I said, I've done 900 stitches in 2 days time, 3 days time, excuse me. Today is 3 days, and I'm not done yet. I still want to keep stitching on this. Today was busy at work today. It was busy at work today, but I was able to, on my breaks, get quite a few stitches put in each time. I don't normally work on my larger projects during break. I normally work on my smaller non-full coverage, but I don't have any of those put up right now or out right now. The only non-full coverage I have at the moment is the sampler, the Quaker Sampler I just showed you. And yeah, that's the wrong image. All right. We'll go back over here because I'm not quite done showing everything just yet. All right, so haul. I got a lap stand. I ordered a K Creation lap stand. I know I think I talked about it a couple videos ago, but this came in yesterday, and I don't need a lap stand all the time. I use my Lowry for most everything I do, but there are times where I do want to stitch downstairs, and I don't really want to haul my Lowry stand downstairs. Or when we go over and stitch at a friend's house, or we go over to a friend's house where my husband plays video games, and I sit and I stitch. So this makes an easier makes it where I can easily haul it around. It doesn't take up much space. I can put it in a bag, and you know, instead of trying to haul around a long metal stand. So yeah, so I was really happy to get that in. So I used it yesterday just to test it out, and I really enjoyed it. You know, it was really comfortable and everything like that. So I really enjoyed it. The only other haul I got this week is some fabric. So I got this, and I got this. This is going to be the black one is going to be the outside of the bag I'm going to create, and the inside is going to be this pretty blue color. So I love the color blue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 tote bags that I can carry my scroll frames in. So they're going to be at least about 20 inches long is my goal, is to have 20 inches long scroll bag that I can carry my scroll frames around when I leave the house, or even to the point where I may leave them in the bag to just keep them protected. My cats don't normally mess with my stuff, but it's never a bad idea to be cautious. All right, so that actually took a little longer than I thought it would. I figured it would have been done like 5 minutes in, but I jabbered a lot. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and switch the screen over, and we're probably going to do about 1 square. Then I'll call it. Give me just a minute. I need to update the picture because it's on the wrong one. Where is it? go. All right. Let's move that up. That way we can see what I'm working on. All right, so where is it at? Where's my screen? Sorry, I'm missing something important on my desk. There we go. There we go, and now we are going to scroll in so we can see what I'm stitching. All right. I want to make it where everybody can see everything. Sorry for the moving camera. All right, I think we should be good here. We can see everything. All right. Bring up my pattern. And that. Okay, so now it is time for the Stitch With Me portion of this. Don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Because, I mean, I did the Stitch With Me just this weekend. I don't normally do one so far close back to back. So I don't really have a whole lot of information update. Let me figure out where I'm at. Hold on. I am 1, 2, 3, 5 away from the edge. Okay. All right. Try to make sure my fingers stay out of the way so y'all can see what I'm working on. No, something's wrong here. Is it this in the wrong spot or that in the wrong spot? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on, I got a frog. I did not put this in the right spot. So let's see what to talk about. Let's talk about who I watched on YouTube the last couple of days. Of course, I watched Crisscross Stitch. His video comes out every Tuesday night, almost every Tuesday night, unless he doesn't have one for some reason. Why is this not coming up? This is the one I just put down. Give me just a second. It's like fighting me. There we go. So I watched Crisscross Stitch. I really enjoy his videos. If you haven't checked him out, you definitely need to. He tells awesome stories. I love his neighborhood segments. He really treats everybody like his neighbor. 2, 3, 4. I love the fact that he talks about the Chris It Up hashtag. Which is so true. Actually, I was watching Needlebugs Live earlier today on YouTube, and she was talking about the Chris It Up hashtag, so that's really cool. And It's so true. If you're not enjoying what you're working on, like what you're stitching on, from what Needlebug, this is from Needlebug. If we're not enjoying what we're working on, we're not going to get as much progress in it at all, because you're not going to feel the drive to do it. Now, if you've watched Darcy, I think Stitchman Darcy's channel, you know, I love his take on the Chris It Up. It's like, if you're having a rough day, just try to think of something to help you get in a better mood, to help think positive. That's basically what I've got the Chris It Up hashtag to be, is a, you know, try to take your down mode or your sad thoughts and look for the good. You know, in whatever situation you're in, try to find the good. It's not easy. It is so easy just to ignore the good, not even look for it. But yeah, I totally got off on track. I was not meaning to get onto that subject. That's a little one, but I'll leave it. I can still get some stitches out of it. Yeah, so I'm sorry, my brain is not with me today. It's, I don't even know where it's at. It's just not wanting to think. I've got thoughts running through my head, but they're not coming out of my mouth. But, oh well. Let's see. All right. Let's grab my next color. All right, so who I watched this week. Stitchman Darcy was a couple of weeks ago. He hasn't put anything new out yet. Chris Cross Stitch I watched. Really enjoyed his. Then I watched Needlebug's Flosstube and her live today. We're going to jump down here. Give me just a second here. There's just one ninja stitch down here of this color, so I'm going to grab it. Okay, there. Not there, not there, here. There we go. It takes more thread to try to do that one ninja stitch than to just grab it while I'm working on that color up here. And there's no more of it down there, so. All right. So yeah, I watched Chris Cross Stitch, Needlebug, Needle Ninja, nope. And then I sat there and watched Gemma Stitches. I enjoyed watching her Flosstube today. The emails were really, you know, pretty consistent today, but there wasn't a lot of calls, so I wasn't on the phone. So I was able to actually have the videos playing in the background and listening to them, which is not always what I can do. Normally I have to have them muted, or like if they're lives, I mute them. If they're playbacks, Flosstubes, I pause them so I can finish watching them. Come on, give me. Let's see. Those are the main 3 that I got to watch today. Like I said, I watched 2 of Needlebug because she did her Flosstube, posted it, and about an hour later, she did a live. I didn't get to talk a whole lot in her live, but I did get to hang out, and I did get to listen, and that makes all the difference. It helps my day go by when I can just listen. All right. Put it over here. I know in one of her videos and lives, they were talking about tent stitch. How she can't do it, which I totally understand. When I first saw tent stitch and started trying to do it, I couldn't do it. It looked wrong. Now that I've been doing tent stitch, I'm good with it. I have no problems doing tent stitch. I will say the next tent stitch that I do, I will make sure to change to make sure that it's going a different way than my 2 of the current ones I have. I do not prefer the 2/1. Now, if I've only got 25 count, I'll do the 2/1 if I plan on doing tent stitch. But I still do really enjoy my full cross. Come on. Just does not want to go in. Done fighting with you. Just nip off the tip. But I figure I'll have a combination of tent stitch and full cross at all times, because it's nice to be able to switch. So like if if you're just not feeling the full cross stitch, you have another option. And for me, it's not that hard to switch between going full cross to tent. Thank you. I will say it is easier to do a loop start with 2 strands, but I can easily do a loop start with 1 strand with no problems. So I definitely will prefer the 1 strand over 2. Truthfully, if I have to do tent stitch, I most likely will be on 32 count Lugana. That is my preferred size. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Oh yeah, I watched Kaylee cross stitch today too. I don't always get to watch a whole lot of her videos, but I did catch hers today, and she was talking about and showing her work on 56 count 1/1. I thought I was crazy doing 40 count 1/1. But no, she's doing 56 count 1/1. Just amazes me. Now, don't get me wrong. The work, the stitches, the projects look awesome. Just the so tiny and so just gorgeous. So it's like, that is so cool. For me, I have to use a magnifying glass to be able to see the the 40 count. I can just imagine trying to see the 56 count. She's doing it on, she's got linen and Lugana, which I don't think there's too many places that actually make the Lugana 56 count anymore. I guess it's just not that popular, so places aren't making it like they used to. At least that's my thought on it. What did you do? Oh, I totally skipped one. But yeah, she was showing off a couple of her projects that she had done on 56 count, and they are just so like unique looking. It's amazing in my opinion. But I mean, yeah, it's just really cool. I don't know. But yeah, I think my go-to fabric is going to, if I'm going to do tent stitch, is going to be the 32 count. If it's going to be full cross, I think it's probably going to be 25 count. I do like 22 count, but I think 25 count is my sweet spot. I really like my 25 count the most. Yeah, this one is 25 count. It is 2/1 tent, but I only did that so that I can finish it quicker. Just because I want to, you know, it's the reason I started at tent. This is my first tent stitch project that I've ever done. But like I said, it is a gift to my husband for, it's already been gifted to him. So I need to get it stitched so he can hang it on his wall with the rest of his pattern, with the rest of his things that have this exact design on it. So I wanted to get it stitched as fast as possible, and I've heard so many people say that tent stitch is faster. So I figured I would try. So far, like, I'm glad I did. It gave me something new, and it helps break up the full cross stitches, which to me is a big thing. Gives me another way to keep stitching if I get tired of doing it a certain way, because that is something, like when you stitch every day, sometimes you get tired of stitching the exact same way, the exact, you know, patterns, fabric. It wears on you, it gets old. So it's nice having the variety in all your stitching. So far, at the moment, I don't think I have any one pattern. No, I have two. Might be two. Because I have 3 25 counts. Yeah, I have two. My Dreaming of Being Human and my Kitten and the Rose are both on 25 count fabric, 1/1 full cross. But all my others are not. Where am I? Here. I've got this 25 count, but it's tent,
And then I have the 28 count tent, the 28 count full, which that is pandemic. And then I have 32 count tent, 22 count full, all right. Yeah. Sorry, I was just making sure I was in the right spot. Something's off. Hold on. Ah, wrong way. All right, hold on. Give me a sec. 2, 1. One, 2, 3. All right, so this is in the right spot. Somehow that's in the wrong spot, but oh well. I don't know how I got in the wrong spot. I don't know. I'm not sure how I got off. But right. Sorry, I got sidetracked. My stitch is off one, but I'm not going to worry about it. Does anybody else do that? Like if they find that they're off one, but they can tell that it's not going to make that much of a difference in the pattern, then you just leave it. There are times where there's a ninja stitch, and I just cover over it. I just grab a different color because I'm like, I'm not going to. Oh no, this is in the wrong spot. Oh, this is where I messed up. No, that's right. This is here. I was about to put it in the wrong spot. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm in the right spot. Yeah, do you do your ninja stitches? Or are you one to fudge it if you can? So that you don't have to do all those stitches. Like I'll say, there are times I will fudge it, especially if I don't have that color anywhere near, or I'm not going to be near that area. I will be like, okay, so I'm working with this color that is similar to this color, and I'm just going to stitch it. Sure where I'm at. All right. I think I see what I did wrong, but it'll be all right. All right, so I am now done with this color, and I'm gonna go here. There we go. That color is done. Nope. Just marking my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one because there's only a few stitches of it. a lot of times I will try to grab the ones that have the least amount and leave the one that has the most, so that the one that has the most will cover all the hanging or all the running threads. So like it'll cover over this. Doesn't need to do it. It doesn't need to tack it down anymore, but it's just the way I prefer to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alrighty. Mark that. Let's see. I've got those. Just looking over stuff here. Like I said, I tend to plan my path. Alright, so before I grab that one, I'm going to grab this other one and do the 2 small stitches that are needed, or the 2 stitches that are in this square. There we go. And then the rest is all one color left. And then that will be the end of my video for today. And I think sorry. All right, sorry about that. Sorry. All right. Let me finish these, and then we're almost done here. And then this is going to park right here. There we go. I will say I'm glad I was talked into trying parking by the people in my Facebook group, the Virtual Stitchers. I know just after I started joining the group, I was talking to them, and they were like, you should try parking. And I was like, no, I don't know about that. Whoop, whoop. Alrighty. Trying to make sure I keep my fingers out of the way. There we go. So yeah. I will say it has been like I have been obsessed. I don't know, I like the fact that when I start my square or my diagonal, whichever one I'm doing, whether I'm doing a full diagonal or if I'm doing the square by square diagonals, I like the fact that I don't have to figure out which color I'm going to grab next. I just grab the one lowest in the box. As you notice, I work from the bottom of the box up. So I'm not fighting my threads in the middle of the box. I do it that way so that I clear the threads as I go. I do the same thing when I do it full diagonal as well. I clear the threads as I go. I clear what's in the bottom of the box, then get to the top of the box. Because I park at the first available spot in the next square over. So, like, and that's why I plan my path a lot of times too. So, like, if I know that there isn't going to be anything to park on this side here or here, but there is one here, I will work everything down here and try to keep my park spot where I in my X as close to my park spot as possible, so that I save as much, you know, I don't use as much thread. Doesn't always work, but it's the goal I have. Wonder will I have enough thread? I should have just enough before I have to end this thread. I think I'm going to be doing a live this weekend instead of a Stitch with Me, because like I said, I am 100% caught up on my Stitch with Me's, so I don't need to do another Stitch with Me, because then I will get ahead, and I don't know, I want to keep them as even as possible for as long as possible. No high hopes on that once I get higher in the count. I'm still surprised I'm coming up on 40. I'm super surprised I've hit 300, almost 330 subscribers. It's like, it's amazing. Also, I'm going to have to run my giveaway again for my when I did the giveaway for the 2 bags a couple weeks ago. Sorry, my last few weeks have been a bit hectic. I forgot about it. But I need to do another I need to run the giveaway again on who's ever already commented on the old post. So if you posted on my last giveaway, you have a chance of possibly getting the bag again, because the lady that won it, I have not been able to get a response from her, and I have tagged her a few times. So, Paula, if you're watching, please reply, so that I can get your email or get your shipping address so I can ship it to you. There we go. All right. That is the end of me, and that is 400 stitches today, and I'm not done yet. I should be able to fill in this next square before the end of the night, maybe a little more, depends on how much time I get to stitch. With this, about 30 minutes is enough to get 100 stitches in, with it being 10 stitch. But like I said, you can slowly see that the Dreamcatcher is right here, and that is the ear. Like, I just want to start working on the ear, but at the same time, I don't want to get out of order. I gotta stay in order, but I want to work on the ear. I want to bring the wolf hand to life. But yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to see that starting to come to life. Alright, so that is the end of me today. I appreciate everybody. If you're still here at the end of this video, thank you. I've just been rambling, probably making no sense to nobody. But I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will try to put us, like, for the Stitch With Me on Saturday, I will try to pre-schedule it so that you have a time frame on when I will be live so that you can hopefully plan for it. So, good night, goodbye, and everybody have a great week.